Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of That Old Lacrosse Head. Today we're checking out the STX Excalibur, and you might be asking yourself, we've already seen an STX Excalibur, but this time we have a blue STX Excalibur. What's special about it? It's got a traditional pocket. Probably saying, but the last Excalibur you did also had a traditional pocket. Well, this one we're actually going to salvage. The middle of it looks great. Even the blue on the outside looks pretty good. So we're going to do something special. We're going to put a 6-shooter in this existing pocket. We're using as much of the existing material as we can. It's a little complicated. We'll show you how we do it and then show you the final product. Alright, we're back, and I have diced up this STX Excalibur. Put the 6-shooter in there using the original pocket. I didn't even have to take it out. It was really easier than I thought it would be. It's quite easy. Very doable at home for you guys watching. Here it is. Used orange, obviously. City Lax colors, plus it looks great. Why not? Pocket came out fantastic. All of this is original. All of the white, all of the blue on the outside, the sidewalls are original. The only new pieces are the white 1st and 6th pieces of leather or runner and this orange piece of cross lace that goes around the outside and this orange shooting string. Everything else was in the pocket. I only had to take the shooting strings out. First I inserted the new runners through the blue loops, then did that on both sides, then took the sidewalls out, and then restrung the sidewalls so that they're nice and tight. I put this piece of orange string through the top, put a tennis ball in the head, formed the pocket, got my tension right, lined up all my knots. Pocket came out fantastic. I'm really, really happy with this, and I think that a high school kid is going to get a lot of good use out of this, especially for a beginning or an intermediate player. I think it's going to be great. It's also cool because it has the original STX shaft on it. These were classic. Anybody who played in the late 80s or early 90s probably played with one of these, highly likely. Came standard, and there wasn't as much upgrade as you could do now in terms of shaft technology. So the stick, I'm a big fan of how it came out. One interesting note is how you tie off the bottoms. There aren't a ton of holes at the bottom of the Excalibur, so instead of drilling a new hole, I tied the orange string off on that last sidewall loop. So we got Keys colors, City Lax colors. The stick is going back to City Lax, so it makes sense. 6-shooter using the original pocket. Didn't have to change all that much, but it really makes for a much better stick, a much better pocket. You've got a tight weave down the middle in these factory strung sticks, which is actually a nice track for your 6-shooter. And then you can get your tension and your looseness right in here along the sides. So both of these are pulled super tight. Both of these runners on the outside, the nylon synthetic runners, they're pulled really tight, which actually does get a pretty good channel. You can see how they snug. They snug very nicely to the middle of the head. So you can see how you get a nice channel, a good feel for the ball. The stick wasn't all that used. It wasn't all that worn in, so it's going to take some time to break in. But overall, I think it's going to be fantastic. Maybe I'll even give City Lax one of my old sticks and keep this one, because this is great. It's almost too good to give back. But hey, we got to do our part. Give great sticks to beginning players. That's what it's all about. Connor Wilson for That Old Lacrosse Head, Lacrosse All Stars, fixing up Excaliburs on the reg. Hit us up if you got an old stick, an old head that you want to see us fix up, or if you've done one, make a reply video. We'd love to see other people fixing up old sticks and putting them to good use. If you do, we'll be sure to include that in our next post for That Old Lacrosse Head on LacrosseAllStars.com. Have a great weekend. Keep stringing.